All right, guys, here we are today. Welcome to Absolute Car Guys. We have a 2006 Honda Element. Do you want to know how to do coilovers? This will be like a quick little tutorial for that. Not an in-depth thing, but if you kind of know what you're doing with your hands, you can kind of figure it out. So as you can see, I've already got ours off. So this is what your original ones will look like, or some semblance of this. There's two bolts down here. There's also, that's where your tie rod end goes. So if you take these bolts out, take the tie rod out, there's a few brackets here for your brake line, as well as your ABS sensor. Then up here in the engine compartment, you've got 3 bolts here. So these are obviously nice and new because I just put them on, but that's what they look. Now, what I did here is I put coilovers on it. I did another short on an unboxing of these coilovers for the Element. They're max peding rods. So these have adjustments on the top, also some damping right here. So that's under there. So if you take these 3 bolts off, these 3 outer bolts, okay? And then you go in here and you take these 2 bolts out, while having a jack under here supporting the suspension. Okay, and then you take your tie rod end out, which this one's still loose, and you take the bracket off of your brake line. Make sure you support your hub so it's not hanging for your brake line, and secure your ABS, which obviously we haven't done that yet. You can put it back together. Now, on this Element, as we lower it, our wheels aren't going to be correctly aligned. So we are going to install extended tie rod ends to allow for some extra alignment. So those babies are going to go on there and give us some alignment. And then if you go to the back, here's the ones we took off of this. On the inside, you just have to take these 2 top bolts off. And then you have a lower bolt here on the bottom. If you look in here, you can see it. Here's your lower bolt down here. Get it from the back side. Then the 2 outer bolts I told you about are up in here on the inside. Now, one thing I definitely recommend on the Honda Element is these upper arms that are adjustable. These can spin, and if you look at a lot of Honda Elements, you'll see the rear wheels are a lot of times tilted in. Many times I've seen them over and over. So this right here, you can crank and it'll actually straighten that wheel right up just like it should be. So again, if you want to take this off, this bottom bolt is down there. Get it from underneath. Okay, you also have to deal, this is your ABS bracket that I have not reattached to this. Then what you do is you go inside. That's what it looks like. You take that cover off, and then underneath the cover is this. So see the 2 outside bolts? Take those bolts off, and that baby will drop out. Now, when you get the coilovers, you get these wrenches, and what you can do is you can adjust the coil at the bottom. You'll be able to adjust it right here. Turn these with the wrenches, and that'll raise it and lower the car. So that is a quick how-to on coilovers for a Honda Element. Again, I recommend these for the proper rear wheel alignment, and I recommend these extended tie rod ends to be able to get your wheel aligned. What happens is when you lower these, you collapse them, and this front wheel will begin to not be straight like it's supposed to, towed in. There's not enough adjustment up here. So there you go, they look nice. Look for my other video on that. I did a short with an unboxing out with the old crappy ones. Here also is some original ones. That's how they look. So thanks, and please visit our channel, Absolute Car Guys. This is a 2006 Honda Element. This is how we did it. You can look into it further and see how you did it. So thanks for watching. All right, here's the little final product. Not final. We still have to adjust it, but this is it when you set it down. So there we go. And this is gonna be the ride height for the back. Sits nice. So like I said before, you gotta adjust those top adjusters because the wheel will be just a little bit tilted in. So we're gonna bring that back out. But that's it. That's what it'll look like.